Anastasia Chatzka, a fashion designer with over 20 years of experience and a sewing educator. And I'm really excited you're here to share another sewing adventure with me today. Welcome to Sewing Anastasia, and today I'm going to show you how to use the gathering, sewing, and serging foot all at the same time, creating a ruffle on the bottom of a dress. I love this foot so much because I can gather things, make them all cute and ruffly, sew it, and finish the edges at the same time. It's amazing. So this is a Husqvarna Viking foot, but I'm sure you can get this for a lot of different sergers. And I'm gonna be using the Husqvarna Viking S25 sewing machine today. And I'm gonna show you how to change all the settings on your serger so that way you can get maximum gathers and ruffles for your projects. If you're not already a subscriber to Sewing Anastasia, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when all the new videos come out. Also, I'm now teaching virtual sewing lessons, so if you need help with your project, you can let me know what your project is, book your time with me, and I will help you from my design studio to your sewing room and studio as well. Or if you're in Chicago, you can totally come in for private lessons one-on-one, or you can take a small group class here in my design studio. Information for all of that is going to be down below, or you can just head over to sewanastasia.com. Supplies for this project are super simple. You're going to need your gathering foot. You're also going to need your rotary cutting quilting ruler. You're going to need your rotary cutter, and you're going to need your pins. If you don't have a rotary cutting mat and rotary cutter and a ruler like that, you can also just use chalk and scissors as well. So today we're going to be putting a super cute gathered ruffle at the hem of my dress. So I need to hem the dress because it's too long for me. So what we want to do is go ahead and pin your dress how short you would like it. And then we're going to take all this extra fabric and we're going to turn it into super cute gathers at the hem. This project works really great for dresses and skirts that are way too long on you and you have all that extra fabric. You can totally turn it into a super cute gather at the hem of your dress or your skirt. So the very first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and pin how short you would like your skirt or dress. So grab your pins and let's pin our hem. So I went ahead and pinned how long I would like my dress finished with a ruffle. So I would like it right at my fingertips because I'm a shorty. So I have that pinned up, and now I know that this is all the extra fabric I have that I can turn into ruffles. So cool. So now that we have it pinned in one spot, let's go ahead and head over to the cutting table and do a little math and turn this extra fabric into some gathered ruffles. Next, we're gonna figure out how much fabric we need to cut off the hem so that way we can have a nice 3-inch ruffle. So you'll notice that the length of my skirt is going to be 15 inches long, and if we want a 3-inch ruffle, that means I have to cut my skirt at 12 inches down from the waist. So from the waist down, it's 12 inches, and then I'm gonna give myself a 1/2 inch for seam allowance. So that means I need to measure down from the waist 12.5 inches and cut off all of the extra fabric. So grab your rotary cutter and let's cut the hem of this skirt off. So I laid my dress out nice and flat on the grid here. I've made sure that my waist is lined up on one of the grid lines, and I went ahead and I counted down 12.5 inches. Now I've got my quilting ruler here. I have everything nice and flat. And we're gonna go ahead, take our rotary cutter and cut it off. Are you ready? Are you nervous? Let's do it. Woo! We did it. Twice for good measure. Okay. So let's remove our ruler and pull off the extra. So here's our super mini dress now. But don't worry, it's okay because we're actually gonna end up sewing on another 3 inches to the bottom of this. So we're gonna use all of this extra fabric to make a glorious gathered bottom. So now it's time to turn all that extra fabric into strips of fabric so that way we can sit down with the gathering foot and gather it all up on the hem of our dress. So remember, we're creating a 3-inch ruffle plus a 1/2 inch for the seam allowance. So we are gonna cut our strips 3.5 inches wide and as long as we can. So I'm using my quilting ruler and I have 1, 2, 3.5 inches laid out across the fabric. So now we can go ahead and cut into it. I always like to do this twice just to make sure it cuts through. Okay, and now, if you got a few spots that didn't catch, just go ahead and push back through. Sometimes silk, I feel like, is extra tricky with these mats. So we have one strip cut, but we need to create some more. So you want to have at least 2 to 3 times more fabric for your gather, for your hem, than your hem is big. So go ahead, measure the circumference of your hem, and make sure you're cutting at least 2 to 3 times the amount for your gathers or ruffles or whatever it is you're making for the hem. So let's go ahead and upcycle this hem. So if the circumference of your hem is 5 feet, that means you need at least 10 to 15 feet of little strips that we can make into gathers. So that means we're gonna have to cut a 3.5-inch strip a few more times. So I think I can get about 2 more strips out of this fabric, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see if we can get 1 more out of this very, very carefully. Oh my gosh. It's perfect. We're gonna use it. And we've got 3 strips. So now we have 3 really long strips, but they're in circles. So we need to go ahead and find the side seam, and we're gonna open it up. So where you have a side seam or a seam on it, you can go ahead and probably lightly pull it or grab your seam ripper, and let's open up these little seams. So we want 3 really long flat pieces of fabric, so that way we can sew them all together to have one ginormous long piece of fabric that we can gather into the hem. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this seam here with my seam ripper. So now we have 1 really long strip. We undid that little seam, so now we need to go ahead and do that to any other pieces that you have. Now we have 3 really long strips. So now let's step over to the serger and sew these together into 1 really long strip. Now we're gonna go ahead and serge all these short ends together so we end up with that 1 really long piece. Okay, so make sure your right sides are together, and let's go ahead and serge these 2 pieces together. And don't worry if you already have a serge there. So remember, right before the needles, go ahead, put your foot down, and let's serge these 2 together. Now that you have it serged together, go ahead and serge that last piece on if you had 3 strips like I did. Now that we have 1 really long strip, we're ready to serge it to the hem of our dress. So let's go ahead and switch over the settings on our serger so that way it's gonna gather it up. So I have my gathering foot attached to the machine, and I have the machine set up to a 4-thread overlock. And now what I wanna do is go ahead and make the tension tighter for the needles. The tighter you make it, the more it's gonna gather. So I'm gonna put these all the way up for maximum gathers. So now we want to adjust our stitch length, and for maximum fullness, we wanna go ahead and make the stitch length as long as we can. So right now, it's just in a neutral setting, that's what the N is. So we're gonna go ahead and set this all the way up to 4. There we go. Goes no higher, so it's at the maximum stitch length. And now we also want to take our differential feed here, which is also at neutral, and we want to set this up as high as we can go too, because we want maximum gathers. Okay, so I have differential feed, stitch length, and needle tension all set up as high as they will go so I can have a maximum gather. I would just like to mention that you don't have to put the numbers up to the max. I would like a maximum gather, so that's why I'm doing that. You can gather just a little bit and keep your numbers lower. So what you want to do before you start your project is definitely test out some pieces, some scraps, and see how much it's going to gather. Also, if you have a thicker fabric, it might gather it a little less. If you have a really thin fabric like a chiffon, it's going to gather it up way more. So you want to take into consideration the thickness of your fabric and how many gathers you would like to have in it. So make sure you do some test samples. So you always want to make sure you have enough extra fabric for your gather to go all the way around your project. So my goal is to have a little bit extra hanging off on the end that we can finish up the side seam with on this dress. So if I've calculated right, I will have some extra fabric at the end. It's almost impossible to calculate it perfectly. This is why doing a sample is really important, so that way you know how much fabric is going to gather up with the settings that you've chosen. So you know you could totally take a 4-inch piece of fabric, gather it up on one setting, change your settings, gather up another 4-inch piece of fabric and measure it and see how much it's gathering it up. And then you could do some math to make sure you have enough fabric to gather all the way around your project. Okay, so you want to place your long strip of fabric on the bottom of the foot and make sure it's starting right where the needles are. And you'll notice this other little groove in here, this little layer. This is where our garment is gonna go, and our garment is gonna go face down on the ruffle because right sides are always together. So we're gonna take the right side of our garment and place it face down on the right side of the ruffle, and we're gonna place it right inside that layer there. And once we have it in there, we can go ahead and put down the foot. So it's gonna gather up your bottom layer here, this nice strip we cut, and it's not gonna gather the top layer that's right in this groove here. So you wanna make sure that this one's staying nice and flat, and you wanna guide this one in, but let it gather all it wants. Let it gather up that fabric. Okay, let's do it. Let's keep this top layer nice and flat, and your bottom layer is gonna gather into it. So notice how fast this bottom layer is gonna disappear on me. And I'm keeping my top layer nice and flat. And you wanna line up everything with the edge right here. So if I pull this back, you're going to notice this beautiful gather. How nice is that? And it's finishing the edge for us and sewing it down. So let's continue. Okay, so we're getting towards the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and ruffle up to here and then chain off. Now I have a little spot left that I need to finish up at the end. So I want to go ahead and cut off the extra. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and serge these two pieces together straight down. And then I can go ahead and just serge up this little area that's left. For this next step, make sure you put your serger back to the regular settings and you can put your regular foot back on. Okay, so I've got the regular foot back on and my settings are back to normal for my 4-thread overlock. So let's go ahead and put our fabric into the needles, put down our foot, and serge these two pieces together. Looking good. Now we have this edge serged together, and what we're going to do is lay our seam flat and go ahead and serge up this little hole here. Okay, so we're gonna serge up this hole that we have left. Chain off, and we're done. We have successfully attached the gather to the hem of this dress. It is so cute. I cannot wait to wear this. It's adorable. But we have one last step because we have a raw edge here at the bottom of our ruffle. So I'm gonna be doing a rolled hem with the serger for the very bottom. So I left a little bit of seam allowance for that. And if you want to choose a different type of hem for your ruffle, you totally can. Just make sure you keep it in mind when you're leaving extra seam allowance for your ruffle when you're cutting them out. So let's do this. Let's finish this dress. So I've got my fabric in the serger, and I'm gonna line it up with the little groove on the plate here. And for this one, I'm using the Amber Air S400 by Husqvarna Viking, and I have it set up for the 2-thread rolled hem with my needle all the way over in the right position. Notice how nice and tight these stitches come out for the rolled hem. So pretty. Okay, so we're almost finished here, and when you get to the end, overlap it about 1/2 inch and then chain off. We finished the dress, and it is so cute. Check out all of these amazing gathers on the bottom of the skirt. We made it from being long and straight to shorter with a super cute full gathered ruffle. I love it. I think I'm gonna cut all my dresses short and add gathered ruffles to all of them. Well, maybe not all of them. I might regret that later, but I love the gathered ruffle, and it's pink. I love pink and gathers and ruffles and all the girliness. If you have any questions about how to attach gathers to anything using the gathering foot, using your serger, make sure you leave it down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you love this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, give it a little applause, and leave a comment down below and share your thoughts about it. Also, if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when all the new videos come out. Also, don't forget, I'm now teaching virtual sewing lessons, so you can choose any project that you want. Book your time with me, and I will help you virtually from my design studio to your sewing studio at home. I'm also teaching in-person classes as well, so if you're in Chicago, you can totally sign up for one-on-one or join a group sewing class. Information for all that is going to be down below, or you can visit sewanastasia.com. And if you're not following me on Instagram at Anastasia on Anastasia Chatzka, make sure you do follow my sewing adventures. And I would love to see your sewing projects. So make sure you send them to me via DM or tag me at Anastasia, so that way I can share the inspiring sewing motivation with everybody. Let's keep each other inspired and motivated to sew. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.